Asterisk asterisk ETA asterisk asterisk. There may have been some confusion as to my GF's reaction. She was ashamed her family dug so deep into me, not about my response. After wanting to die for the next 48 hours she agreed I did the right thing, and that it was funny backstory. Due to my dad's job we lived in Italy for 3 years when I was younger, so I speak Italian almost fluently. It's been a while, so I've lost some of it. Recently I started dating a girl. She's great and I love her so much. I met her family a few nights ago for dinner. She warned me that the male side of her family is very big into being macho, into testing the boys the women date, and are very big on taking pride in their Italian ancestry. I think besides the grandfather, however, they were almost all born in Bergen County, New Jersey, but whatever, it's nice to take pride in one's heritage. Long story short, at dinner they kept making jokes at my expense. I honestly would not call it bullying, just things about my height, beard, shaved head. They tried making fun of my job too, but stopped once I told them my income. It was overall not a bad experience, but a not so pleasant one. Anyways, her older brother kept pushing things, giving me exceptional amounts of shit for playing lacrosse in HS. Apparently it's a sport for prissy rich kids, and not manly like football or baseball. He ended his rant by saying, "Hey, we are just a big Italian family, we allowed and tell it how we see it." Ha ha ha, and all the family, except my girlfriend, laughed. So I, for the next minute, responded to everything they said in Italian. My girlfriend buried her head in shame, the grandfather laughed and everyone else kept looking at each other confused, before telling me they didn't speak Italian. I replied, then don't use your Italian heritage as an excuse to behave poorly, when you can't even speak the language. They got mad, but the grandfather told them all I was right and to be quiet. Semicolon. My girlfriend isn't mad, just ashamed. I think the grandfather likes me, but word from my GF's sister is that all the men are furious, think I'm a smartass, and that I disrespected them and their masculinity in an unforgivable way. So ATA? NTA. They brought it upon themselves. They went out of their way to put you down, and you defended yourself the best way you could. You have a grandfather's respect for this and mine. You should not let others walk all over you, or they will continue to do so in the future. They must be the ones to realize that they were at fault, just as much if not more. LMAO, the pure savagery from what you said, and it is so golden. You totally won the heart of your GF's grandfather. I wish I had that kind of grandfather, but mine is an R. You and your GF are lucky to have each other. NTA sending good vibes. They sound like dicks, and his response sounds kinda funny. But if I was planning on dating someone for any length of time, I probably wouldn't dunk on their family so hard the first time I met them. There's a difference between was I an asshole and was this a good idea? Lol. NTA. The granddad knows it. He probably half rolls his eyes every time they say they are Italian, when he knows he's the last speaker. You shut them down in the most epic/appropriate way possible. Your girlfriend should be proud, flaunting that her boyfriend is more Italian than any of them. NTA agreed. Respect begets respect. Disrespect begets disrespect. They reaped what they sowed. NTA. They obnoxiously pushed their heritage on you, and you gave it right back to them in kind. Her grandfather got where you were coming from. Respect needs to go both ways. It's not even really their heritage, but more a second, third generation Italian American, Jesse Shore stereotype, which doesn't exist in Italy. NTA. It sounds like the boys were hoping to put you through a hazing ritual and you weren't biting and hit them in their place. And grandpa approved. If they truly cared about masculinity they'd like him, but it seems like they only care if they are personally more masculine than any other guy. That may become regulars in their family life. Oh, and a hard NTA op. Lol. They won't say lacrosse is for prissies, if they had ever played, especially compared to baseball. All the football/hockey kids I know where I live play lacrosse during the off-season. It is an expensive sport, though. NTA. They sound insecure AF. The grandfather knows what's up. It is an expensive sport, though. I'd say it's about equal in cost to hockey or football, tbh. The cost of hockey and football gets kind of offset by the large availability of second-hand equipment, but if you had to buy all the equipment yourself, lacrosse would definitely be cheaper than hockey and really close to the cost of football. Cost of entry doesn't really determine the manliness of a sport though. Competitive paintball is super expensive, but it's still way more manly than baseball. NTA. They tried to talk a big game and looked like fools. That's on them. Good work. I think you gained the respect of the grandfather. That's the biggest point in all of this. He bypassed all the other guys and went straight to earning respect of the patriarch. Power move. I understand why the guys are upset, but props to Opus. He whipped his D** out and looked them straight in the eye. NTA. They acted stupid and paid the price. They disrespected you first. You just showed them you have a spine. Good job. NTA. They were being jerks. As someone who has also been to Italy a bunch of times, I know there is a big difference between Italian Americans and real Italians. Real Italians are not loud in public, or call it how they see it. In fact, that is how you spot an American tourist in Italy. To Italians agreeing, make more noise than to Norwegians fighting. NTA. It's rude to make fun of someone that you've just met. Not only that, but they can't even speak the language and use being Italian as an excuse for their behavior. Poor GF. Probably just wanted the ground to open and swallow her. LMAO. NTA. That's incredible. NTA. And well done. Their behavior was absurdly rude, and they got what they deserved. You have her grandfather on your side. What more do you need? No point taking idiots like them seriously. If they continue to insult you, continue to speak to them in Italian. You have her grandfather on your side. What more do you need? The grandmother and mom. Then op would be intouchable. Bahahaha. NTA. Was it rude? Yup. Was it warranted? Yup. If grandpa likes you, then everyone else will come around eventually too. On some level, the guys respect that you stood up for yourself, even if they aren't mature enough to say it out loud. I think this is one of those situations where, now that you have the grandfather in the hip pocket, you go after the women of the family and befriend them. Bring small gifts, wine, bread, cheese etc. Always compliment to cooking, the decor of the home etc. etc. And make sure to never talk about your girlfriend. Make jokes at her expense, and always defend her too. Like I said, they'll eventually come around. NTA. A good, humbling dose of F\*CK around. Find out. Yeah. Seems like a D** swinging competition and op won fair and square. NTA. You were just telling how you see it, which was the precedent they set. NTA. They were trying to shame you first. I'd do it again, until I get an apology honestly, but maybe I'm just a bad person. Doesn't matter now, because grandpa likes you so everyone else can't do anything. They set the tone of how the evening was going to go and that's how it went. 100% NTA. Well done pal, and the fact granddad is sticking up for you will just be rubbing salt into their wounds. Typical bullies can dish it out, but can't take it. Don't back down. Edit typo. NTA. You just pointed out exactly what they were doing, so don't let them make you feel bad about it. Besides, these guys claim to be so macho, but can't even take a joke lol. NTA. But I might be biased, because I've done this to lol. Reposted comment BC or full typo lol. NTA. You just returned their jabs. NTA. You may have shot your relationship in the foot somewhat, but pretty justified. NTA. They like to test people. If they comment on it, just say you were testing how manly they were. NTA. And the cool thing is that you won the respect of the grandfather. These boys need to learn that respect is a two-way street and set aside their toxic macho Italian BS. Normally, these types of men would respect that you have a spine. Oh no, you being able to speak Italian and calling them out for their bullshit behavior shattered their fragile masculinity. What a heartless and unexcusable thing to do. They are only mad because you were right. They are not allowed Italian family that tell things how they see them. They use their heritage to be major assholes. Good for you to call them out on their bullshit. NTA. NTA, you destroyed a foundation pillar of their toxic masculinity, which they were trying to do to you. Good on you. NTA, it is amazing how people who like to dish it out can't take it. NTA, laughed a little too hard at this one. So they can dish it out, but can't take it? F around and find out. Also Gramps is an og. NTA, F asterisk 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 M. The grandfather sounds like the only good one there.